Welcome to this feature-focused video on Power Automate Desktop Find and Replace. This is a powerful feature for doing bulk find and replace of pad code with support for regular expressions or regex. There are many examples where this is valuable. Let's say you've been using a certain pad action over and over again with the same property value, such as wait for page to load on a click action, for example, but you'd like to change that in all cases. There could be tens or hundreds, and you'll need to change them one at a time. Or let's say your company's introduced or changed some coding standards, maybe even for security reasons, and you need to go change every single flow individually to bring them into compliance. This could be a mountain of work. Or another common case, pad comes out with some new actions. You wish that all the flows created before would now use it, but going back to change those flows, again, is often too much work. Let me give you a real-world example. Historically, pad did not have a throw error action. It was only introduced in early 2026. What some would do is use a stop flow action instead, setting end flow to be with error message and providing an error message. Within an exception block, this would be the equivalent of throwing an error. But now the pad has a proper throw error action, we want to replace all these stop flow actions. So if we take a quick search for stop flow, in this flow we have 26. So again, we'd have to go to each of the 26, do them individually, but I know I have larger flows with literally hundreds of these. So let's go to the find and replace feature and see how we do it. This first one is on line 204, just for reference. So here we are in Blueprint. If I go to my flows list, this is the first one in the list, and I just go to optimize, find and replace. I want to do replacements across the entire flow, so I'll pick that option. Now here I see all the flow code. I click find and replace. I choose regular expressions, and I enter the expression that will find all of my stop flows. And here's the first one for reference on line 204, but again, there's many others. I just put in the regex code for the replacement. It visually shows me what's going to happen. If there's some I don't want to change, I could deselect those, but I'll just say add all these changes to the queue. So there is that mass bulk change. I could do other changes at the same time by just adding them to the queue. But when I'm ready, I say apply all changes. I'm going to overwrite the existing flow, although I could make this a separate new flow if I wanted to, and then apply. And now when we open up and look at that pad flow, we can see, here I am on line 204, that we've replaced the stop flows with the proper modern throw custom error action. Those regex expressions back in Blueprint are easy to produce. Simply take your pad action, copy it, paste it into Notepad to get the Robin code, and then ask Copilot for a regex find and replace expression to replace it with what you want. Just make sure you tell ChatGPT you're doing this in pad because there are regex variants out there. So you want the one that will work with pad. The net result, it's a very powerful mechanism to make bulk changes across all of your pad flows, to implement coding standards, modernize code with new actions and features like we just did, and many other cases. This is just one of a large set of features in our mapping, migration, and automation lifecycle products. I encourage you to watch other Blueprint videos to see more features or reach out to us at info@blueprintsys.com. Thank you for watching.